Welcome back to the player career mode here on FC25. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. We're here on Monday lunchtime hoping to advance in a new week by advancing in a cup competition. However, as you can see top right, I am on the bench for this quarter-final against Portland Timbers. The storyline that chat came up with was that I was being rested after some fantastic league form that has rocketed us up the league table in the Eastern Conference. Inter Miami actually sit top of the Eastern Conference in real life. So we're trying to replicate their real-life successes at present. And so far, we're doing okay. We're not doing sensationally well, but certainly form of late has been pretty outrageous, actually, if we're completely honest, compared to how we started. Where we are now is miles further forward. In fact, the last game of the last episode was the first game in 7 even, that we didn't have any sort of goal contribution. We've won 6 of our last 7 and 7 of our last 9 games. We are on fire right now and hoping to continue that with the game in the Cup against Portland Timbers, followed by Philadelphia Union and Columbus Crew. So no chance to improve our rating today, but in the next episode tomorrow, we certainly will be able to, as we'll be advancing into a new month. So on the bench to begin with, but certainly expect to be in the starting lineup for the 2 league games. That's for damn sure. The question is, are we going to be joining the pitch in a winning scenario? We will find out in just a second. Whilst I say, please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Leave your feedback in the comment section down below. It really helps push the content to new audiences when there's lots of interactions on the video. And obviously, I love interacting with you guys in the comments. And Trucks, Ryan, and Blinky Boy are up on the board behind me as well because they left a comment on previous episodes. Am I joining when we're in front? Yes. Hallelujah. We might be taking on a US Open Cup title campaign this season. 1-0 up in the quarter-final as I enter the fray, actually at left centre mid for the first time in a long time, and hopefully with great success as well. Luis Suarez has given us a 1-0 lead. Let's go and make sure we keep it, shall we? Coming on then, they want me to score a goal, regain possession, and actually only a 6.5 match rating, which ordinarily is quite easy to come by, but sometimes it's actually more difficult to get that 6.5 than you might initially think. Moments like that when I try to accelerate away from someone and they just go, no, I'll have that, thanks, Ches. You're still really slow. Good. Pace is certainly an area we need to improve in. The physicality is probably a part of my game that I'm going to focus on more so in these early stages of our career, so that when we improve technically, that's when we start to fly up in rating. I didn't really want to advance quite so far with my overall rating as we have done already by this point, going from 64 to 68 so far this season. We, last year, I think, limited ourselves to 5 ratings per season, I think, in terms of growth, artificially, so that, you know, we kept good growth and progressed, but at the same time, we didn't kind of finish the series super early on. Suarez will look for me here, and I'll try for one from outside the box, but Miller is in the way. It falls to Busquets, though, and Busquets will find Messi, and I'll call for it first time, and they'll look for Luis Suarez, and he, hopefully, will score a goal. Crepo has made a very good save, but at least we're building well. Robert Taylor going off, and Rojas maybe. Wasn't Farias, it was indeed Rojas coming on in his place. I think that went through my body. Not entirely too sure. Redondo with a good shot. I genuinely think that went through my body there as I went for the header. I will have a quick look. Let's have a glance. Did this go entirely through my chest? Yep, yeah, it did. Cool. All right, sweet. Never mind, at least we've got another corner. Let's try it again, shall we? Cheers, game. What can we do from the second corner? Try and get myself in a decent position again to maybe get on the end of Lionel Messi's cross, which he's looked for me, but again, the defender beats me to it. Here's Rojas. Spins, swivels on it, shot saved well, and scrambled clear by the defender as the keeper couldn't keep it under his spell. Ferrer will get that to me. Redondo will bring it back to me. Luis through that gap. Positioned really well. Sets me up. Oh, and I just needed that extra touch to dart around the defender and couldn't quite find it. 65 minutes in. It's still 1-0 into Miami. Rojas. Into me. Luis with me. I'll look for him through the gap. Found well. Still at left centre mid still. As he's Redondo. Luis Suarez. Suarez! Crepo with a very good save. Corners come in from the far side. Again, we've had lots of these so far. That one's over me. Oh, defender trying to be not cheeky, but just casual in the way that he looked to chest it down to his goalkeeper. He went nowhere near his goalkeeper, and he could have scored an own goal if his teammate wasn't there waiting. 20 minutes to go now. Still waiting for Portland Timbers really to get into this half of the field. Now they have done. I'll try and make sure that my defensive duties are on point because, of course, we need to make sure, if we can, to regain possession 3 times for the objective. We want to be back in the starting lineup for the next fixture. It's one thing to be rested for one game, but if we're on the bench for the next one, then that's certainly able to be considered as being dropped. And I certainly don't think our form of late deserves us being dropped. Do you? Messi can change direction at some point if he likes. He's found Luis Suarez here. Do I go for the burst into the gap? I did. No one found me, but Messi to Suarez. I think he went for goal there, which is a little bit unusual. Messi's won that header. No, he hasn't. He's gone to Evander here. Messi's won that back. No, he hasn't. He's gone to Ayala. Ah, I'll call for this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You have it. Come on. Messi's there with you, Redondo. Call for it from Leo. I'll look for Louis first time. And he's been tackled. Everything but the goal so far. Trying to make sure they can't find the man here. But he's shaken me off. Now I've got another man to try and mark here. And I'll trust that my defensive teammates will pick up the man that's available on the edge of the box. Gone for goal instead. The man that was in possession rather than looking for a pass. But he misses the target. Here's Rojas. Jordi Alba into me. Dart this way. Get inside. Oh, I tell you what. I really could do with a little bit more pace, couldn't I? It's definitely going to be the area we look to improve in tomorrow when we have the extra skill points to put on. 92nd minute. I'm on a 6.6. So I'm going to get the match rating. We don't improve with the scoreline. My guy's off. He's decided he wants to go for an early bath. But we will. That's cute. We will be able to get ourselves through to the semi-final of the US Open Cup. I was obviously instrumental in earlier rounds of this competition with goals and assists. And I was involved enough in the play there. We had plenty of chances, but weren't able to extend our lead. But nor did we have to. Right. I should be back in the starting lineup now for the MLS games. Actually, -5 with the manager favour because I wasn't able to get either of the other objectives. Did get a +15 for the match rating, unfortunately. Sometimes it's -5, -5 for the other two. This time it's -5, -15. So I could have grown with my manager favour. I actually went backwards. So we will face LAFC, Orlando City or New England Revolution in the semi-final of the US Open Cup. Because you can see they are the sides that have progressed in the other quarter-finals. Thankfully, the game against Philly Union, which is second versus third in the Eastern Conference, which is actually quite important. I'm going to stay humble because I really wasn't too influential in that. I've got a message from my agent. 2 messages from my agent. A bond with supporters is really good for you. No details, but the scout's seen as much as he needs. Keep working at your game. Oh, I forgot that the scout was going to be there for that game. Probably wasn't the best of games for the scout to watch me in, if I'm honest. I tweeted out saying, you want to finish while you're still on top, right? What a game against Portland Timbers and an honour being named player of the match. I definitely didn't get man of the match for my 6.6 rating, that's for sure. So I think that's a little bit wrong there, but never mind. I should be able to do the diversity campaign on the day of this Philly Union game, actually. So we hopefully might be able to boost our... Are we going to get anything other than just a personality points boost, but that's fine. And training should see us into the starting lineup here now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and guess who's getting 90 plus minutes, provided he doesn't get substituted off. Me! So second versus third in the Eastern Conference. We're 2 points behind Chicago Fire. We're 3 points away from Philly, but they have 2 games in hand on us. But if we can beat them here, then we'll be 6 points clear with 6 points only available to them. So we can then make it a 2-horse race at the top of the table, looking to try and close down on Chicago Fire. Let's have a press conference question as we're on our way into the next game. The first one here comes from Wayne Carter. It says, given you are roughly the same age as Brooklyn, Romeo and Cruz Beckham, give or take a couple of years, of course, have you had any offers from them to show you around Miami City's nightlife? I haven't, actually. Obviously, David Beckham owns Inter Miami. And it was he that gave me the call that asked me to come and join the club. But I've not had any interactions with his kids so far. Although Zwayback did ask me for a night out, but I haven't been able to take him up on that as of yet. A Miami local, of course. Right, let's go and play Philadelphia Union from the start. Back at right centre mid, Redondo's now 75 rated, which is great. Farias gets the nod ahead of Luis Suarez, but we still should be strong enough to get the result. Regain possession 3 times. We weren't able to do that in the last one, and it is worth 15 manager favour. So we'll try and make sure we get that. 25% dribble success rate is absolutely doable. So we'll I'm sure, be able to get that. If I can regain the possession. Well, actually, even if I cut one, does that count? Did that count? No. I have to make a physical tackle rather than an interception to be able to get the regained possession. So if I can get the dribble success rate and the match rating, but the match rating is an 8.5, which is not going to be too straightforward to get hold of, then we will go up in manager favour, even if I don't get the regained possession. Equally, if I get the regained possession, because that'll be one there, then I don't have to get the match rating, because I'll get plus 15 from the, go on Leo, from the regain them possession objective. So do one or the other, Ches, and you'll be absolutely fine, and you'll absolutely be in the starting lineup for the game against Columbus Crew in a few days' time. But we can't think about that game. We have a job to do here, and this is the biggest game of the season so far in terms of the league, because it's second versus Bleeding third. Wagner and Flack. They're building down the right-hand side here. It's a lovely ball into Baribo. Try and mark the men that are available on the edge of the box rather than those making the runs in behind. I trust my defenders to pick those up. Andrew with a big throw out wide here to Jordi Alba, who's got the option down the line, and Farias in the middle if he needs him. Farias is still there. Come on, Jordi, make the right decision, pal. I'm on a 5.5. I've not been that bad, have I? Farias racing through and finds Redondo. Redondo has me. Farias could go for a run, maybe. Get it out left then. Look for Jordi Alba. Jordi has support. Finds Robert Taylor and Jordi Alba. I'll call for the floated ball, which is brilliantly played, but I can't quite get on the end of it. Lovely ball, and if the goalkeeper weren't there, surely I'd have nodded home, or if the goalkeeper hadn't committed to it at least, then I could have got there to nod home. My guy went for his feet for some reason. I'm on a 5.4 right now, which isn't necessarily a great way to go about getting an 8.5, is it? Half an hour played, we're nearly a third of the way through the game, and I need to fix up, really. Here's McGlynn. In behind now for Philadelphia Union. Back to Ura. And McGlynn again. Philly looking dangerous. They certainly look more dangerous than we do thus far. Could win that back. Anywhere will do for Redondo. That shows you how under pressure the defensive side of the team feel. That they just want to get rid of the ball as soon as possible. Can you challenge for that, Leo, and win it? Well up, lad. And I'll give that to Farias. Back to a 5.5. Look at me go. Here's Robert Taylor played in. This is a good move. He could go for goal. He has done, and it's saved well by the goalkeeper. And they're going to get rid of it, putting the pressure on, waiting for a mistake, one that doesn't come. They've done really well. Our first proper chance, and it's well stopped. Here with him. Redondo's made a great run. Messi to me. Give it to Redondo. You could play me in again. Can Farias get to the loose ball? Oh, it just wouldn't quite fall for us to try and take the lead here. A point isn't the end of the world. Avoiding defeat is absolutely more important with the games in hand that Philly Union have on us. But a win would put us in a fantastic position to qualify for the playoffs in MLS from the Eastern Conference. Lovely ball around the corner to McGlynn here. And it's a good save by Andrew. And I can't quite get to the loose ball. It's a double save by Andrew. And Freire will get rid of it, please. In fact, he'll use me to do so, and we'll spread it out to the right-hand side. I have matched my other 2 objectives, so I don't have to get the match rating of 8.5 to stay in the starting lineup, which is just as well, because at the moment, I'm nowhere bleeding near it. Redondo could come back to me. Oh, I think he tried. Maybe he should have gone to Messi first or Farias instead, but 55 minutes in, I'm underperforming, but at least the team as a whole are playing quite well. But so are Philly Union, so we're stuck level for the time being. Here's Flack now. They've definitely come the closest, haven't they, with that double save from the goalkeeper. Lovely interception by me. We'll get that forward to Farias. He'll look quickly to Leo. Messi could come back inside. Farias is there. Now there's 2 of us here. Oh, but the pass just isn't good enough. He's split between the 2. I could have played Redondo in. Redondo could have played me in. In the end, it's Philly Union that might have the chance on goal, but they've given it away. Go on, Leo. Messi. Farias. Still we could. I think he's offside. Pretty sure he's offside. He's onside. Robert Taylor. Oh my God. Jordi Alba. Redondo. Taylor. Farias. Shoot. Oh, come on, Facundo. I can't believe he was onside there. He looked like he was about 10 yards off. That's a great ball that's going to hold up in the rain as well. Support available centrally if Ura can find it. He's got support back as well. Gazdag and Baribo beats one man. Can't get past the second. And we'll get rid of it. All action in this game, but no goals yet. And I say yet because I do feel like one is surely going to come. Messi. Nice. Is now the moment where it does. Run for me, Facundo. I'll lift it for you, mate. Get on the end of it, lad. Oh, what a save by the keeper. That was surely the moment for an assist for me and a goal for Inter Miami. Oh, he's done me well. Can I finish instead? No, the goalkeeper stops again. 20 minutes to go. How have we not scored either of those chances? Unbelievable, Jeff. Win it back. Oh, come on. Come on, let's win it late. We did so against DC United. Can we do so again here? Let's not lose it late, for Christ's sake. Busquets to me. Leo's going. Go on, Messi. Lovely ball. I'm in. I have to do it. I have to do it. I have! 91st minute. Inter Miami close in on the top of the Eastern Conference. Bursting past the defender. Slotting home. And with seconds to go, we're going to take all 3 points. Get in. 5th goal of my MLS season. It was basically the last action of the game. In the 91st minute, we've gone and won it for our team. That takes us 6 points clear of Philly Union. And there's only got 2 games in hand, so it puts us in a very strong position. You'd always rather have points on the board than games in hand. Closing in on Chicago Fire. Hopefully they drop some points. An 8.6 for me with 91 minutes played. Get in. Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire lost to Toronto FC. Huge. A man of the match performance for me. Manager favour has never been higher. And we have never been closer to top... Not only are we close to top spot in the league, we are there. A point clear of Chicago Fire, who have a game in hand, of course, but we haven't played them yet this season. The march towards an Eastern Conference win continues. And up next, poor manager performance. Oh, definitely going to feed that back. Definitely going to feed that back. Commit to helping the boss is what we'll do. Because, well, rather evidently, the boss doesn't need any help. It's Columbus Crew next in 3 days' time as we look to take ourselves, hopefully, maybe even clear at the top of the Eastern Conference. Objectives for this one as we march out onto the pitch here at Inter Miami CF. Is score 2 goals. Yeah, I've not done that in my entire career so far, so you're asking a lot of me there, if I'm completely honest. I shall try, but I've been probably more concerned with setting a teammate up than I would be scoring myself. I don't know what my totals look like at this stage. That's where the spreadsheet comes in. Career summary. We have 6 goals and 8 assists. See, games scored in 6, games assisted in 7. And because we got 1 game where we got 2 assists, we got 8 assists and 6 goals. So 14 goal contributions in my 25 appearances so far. That is pretty impressive from a central midfield position, isn't it? We'd have been pleased with that if that was me as a striker. But I guess with them being majorly assists, rather than just scoring 14 goals in 25 games, which is proving that we are one of the best midfielders in MLS. Can we earn a decent move when this season ends? We will be moving in the January of Season 2 because of the way that the calendar works and the season works in America. So what the situation will be at all of the clubs that potentially come in for us at that stage of the new season, we don't yet know. It's a scenario we've not encountered yet in any player career mode I've ever done. So we shall have to wait and see what the scenario is. There's still a decent amount of football to be played between now and then, though. So we won't focus on that just yet. We want to make sure that we can hopefully win the US Open Cup and maybe win MLS as well. That would be an absolute dream start to our career as a professional footballer, wouldn't it? Redondo, Busquets. I'm here in a bit of space now. Run, Louis. Through that gap, mate. think he's off. He's not, he's on. Leo Messi in the box. Leo Messi. Ooh, tried the Trivela effort to the near post. At least he did actually go to use his left foot this time rather than his right as he has on a couple of occasions. Ah, it's not going to reach me. Cucho gets there. Messi will bring it down. Driven back. Oh, please. Oh, I'm trying to bend it into the top left corner. And on my left foot, it's gone straight at the keeper. It's a chance, though. But it's a chance that doesn't go in. This is over me. Oh, if I'd have stayed where I was, I might have gotten the end of that. We've gotten on the end with a header anyway with Christoph, the centre-back. But he's missed the target. A couple of good chances there, but nothing yet. For out here. Leo's going to go for me. Play him into the space. Goes back to the fullback. Keep it. Hold it. Good. Oh, here we go. We're in a great spot. I'm played in. I need Louis to come with me here because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to take it around everybody. Nope. I need some support, lads, please. Thank you. Here's Luis Suarez again. Oh, play me. Am I onside? I'm not sure. No, I'm not. Oh, what a lovely little 1-2 with Luis Suarez, though. And it's got to be close. It really is. I think it's just my face that's offside. Oh, no, it is actually most of me. Okay, fair enough. Nice. Suarez is making a good run. That's a brilliant ball. If Robert Taylor can get there, which he can. I'm here on the edge of the box. I'll call for it. I want to hit it first time. Oh, the keeper's made a great save. It was the right thing to do. To call for it there when I've got so much space in a clear shooting position. That's not me. It did find a teammate. I'll call for it here if we can nod it this way. And now... No, please! Oh, what a first-time shot again, and I just couldn't press the button and let go of it quickly enough. Ah, it's 0-0 at half-time, but I personally have had enough chances to maybe have even had a hat-trick by now. Can Messi put a toe in? I mean, we've got enough pink shirts around here that surely they can't squeeze a way out of this. I'm going to give them a corner, aren't I? Well, they didn't squeeze a way out of it, but they have earned themselves a corner. Facundo Farias for Robert Taylor on the left-hand side. If they score from this, I'll be really annoyed because I made a conscious effort to chase the man down and try and get rid of it. Here's Darlington Nagby. They very nearly did score from it, and they still could. Andrew pounces, thankfully. I'll call for it here because I'm in some space. All right, thanks. He looked at me and was like, nah, not you, mate. Redondo. Messi's made a great run. I'm going to burst past him if I can. Here's Luis Suarez and Messi looking for me. Oh, and Camacho cuts it out well. We have come very close to a goal in this game so far. And surely, just like the last one, it won't end 0-0. The goal might come late again, but late is great. Oh, nice ball through the gap. Cucho given away to Busquets. Still picked up by Rossi. Here's Cucho as Columbus Crew look to maybe take the lead. Which they have. A dagger to the hearts of Inter Miami fans. And a big blow to our potential title chances. Brilliant finish. Boos around the ground. I think that's a bit uncalled for. It was just very well taken. But the defender probably could have done a little bit better in sticking a toe out. It's a brilliant finish though. That's a very good goal. Columbus Crew lead here. I've been changed to Ram. Right attacking midfield now. Just popped up underneath where you can't see because, hello, I'm in the way. Right attacking midfield. So we've gone more attacking. Presumably that's then the Christmas tree formation or actually that 3-2-4-1 that we've seen Pep use. Yeah, 3-2-4-1. So I'm right attacking midfield. And on the outside of me I have presumably Leo Messi. I do indeed. And then we've got Farias and then Jordi Alba's pushed forward from left back into left mid. So we're going for broke here to try and get ourselves back in it. We have to make sure we're responsible enough defensively with so few players back there so that we don't actually give away a second goal and then the game does entirely get away from us. Which might happen here. I'm tracking back as best I can, but I can't get involved. We are going to concede a second, aren't we? No, thank the Lord for Andrew. Columbus Crew nearly doubled their advantage. Redondo off for Rojas. And a corner for Columbus Crew. Cleared it, cleared it, cleared it. Not cleared it. Amundsen. Moreira. Saved again. The pressure continues. Columbus Crew proving to be one of the most difficult opponents we've faced all season. This isn't the start of a decline, is it? I certainly hope not. Luis Suarez gets caught on it. Columbus Crew have had our number here today, haven't they? It's been a long time since we lost. And of course, earlier in today's episode, I made a point of how good a form we as a team have been in. And then typically, we're now going to lose a bleeding game, aren't we? Can I get to that? I'm chugging away. I'll force him off the pitch, actually, just by sheer pressure, which has worked well. But now my guy's absolutely knackered. I've not got any stamina left. There's only 2 minutes left in the game. Frere needs to get this forward. That's terrible. And as Columbus Crew win possession back, we are going to lose the first game in about 10. We have to hope that it's just a single game blip and it doesn't send us on a downward spiral and ruin our chances of winning the league. But certainly, it's an unfortunate result here. I'm going to lift this, hoping that Suarez can get on the end of it, which he has done. Oh, Louis, please. Oh, what he played it back to me for. Just keep going, Louis. Just keep going, Louis. Oh, mate, you are so stupid. He might not have scored, but surely you've got to take the opportunity. Columbus Crew 1, Inter Miami 0. We lose. Well, my manager favour that was sky high has plummeted back down again. We were 15 games unbeaten. The streak has to begin again. And it's third place Nashville we start with tomorrow. Saying the manager's under pressure again. Again, like 15 games unbeaten. 1 defeat, I'm sure, is nothing. Keep pushing. Yeah, I know, we win and we lose together. You've sent me that every time that we've lost. Getting a little bit bored of hearing it, if I'm completely honest, pal. We're still top of the table, though, but very much catchable by at least 3 teams below us. Beating Philly Union was huge, but losing our next game has absolutely killed off that push to try and get ourselves clear at the top of the Eastern Conference. Be curious as we advance forward towards this next game whether there is any interest in me from another club because of the scout that came to see me. Let's have a look at the agent. Is there a 5th club here? No, still Burnley, Parma, Sporting and Genk only. I mean, 4 clubs, 4 good options there as well, of course. But for the time being, we have to concentrate on trying to rectify... Look at that, look. They've played their games in hand, some of them, and we've dropped to 3rd. And everybody around us still has that 19th game in hand. Chicago Fire have lost again, I believe. Nashville now up above us, but it's them we play next. And how important is that game now? We cannot afford to go on another poor run of form like we did at the beginning of the season. We need to brush off that defeat and go again. And we will in the next episode. We shall end with one more press conference question that comes from EP8. It says, with you being so young and away from home, do you feel the pressure to perform knowing the sacrifices your family have made to give you this lifestyle? I think anyone that has an ounce of empathy and isn't a sociopath would understand the sacrifices made by their family members to help them get to professional football, because everybody knows that it's not an easy route and only a very, very select few get the chance to play the game professionally for a living, let alone reach the level that we're currently playing at, let alone the level above that yet still that we're ambitious about reaching. But yes, I do feel the pressure to perform, but you have to channel that pressure in the right way. You can't fold under the pressure. You have to use it as the foundations and the building blocks to take you forward and hopefully achieve your goals. We are achieving a lot so far here, but not yet achieving everything that we'd like to. We need to turn our form back into an unbeaten streak to get that first to read next to our badge in the pre-game menus, and then we'll be happy. But we're through to the next round and the semi-final of the Cup, and I'll be intrigued to know who we have in that semi-final. And the answer is, it's a Florida derby against Orlando City. Well, that's going to be a bloody big game, isn't it? Not for a couple of episodes, but of course, another episode will come to you tomorrow. So that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, do drop the video a like. Of course, as ever, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Come and join me on stream and see every minute of every game we play. But for now, I'll see you later.